Hi guys, this is Daryl and welcome back to Sci-Fi Odyssey. Today we're exploring the works of 5 sci-fi legends who don't get nearly as much love as they should. The golden age of science fiction from the late 1930s to the 1950s was a time of wild creativity and mind-blowing innovation. Icons like Isaac Asimov, Arthur C. Clarke and Robert Heinlein are household names, their stories etched into the annals of sci-fi history. But amid these giants, other brilliant minds were weaving equally epic tales. These authors might not be as famous, but they definitely deserve more credit for their contributions to the genre. In today's video, we'll shine a light on Frederik Pohl, James Blish, E. Doc Smith, Murray Leinster and E. van Vogt. These authors created amazing worlds and unforgettable stories, each with their own unique style. Despite their incredible work, they often get overshadowed by their more famous peers. So let's kick off with Frederik Pohl, a guy whose career spanned over 75 years. He wasn't just a writer, he was also an editor, a literary agent, and a die-hard promoter of science fiction. Think of him as the John McClane of sci-fi.
Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
Born in 1919 in the city of New York, Pohl was elbows deep in the sci-fi world from a young age. He joined the Futurians, a group of influential sci-fi fans and writers, in the late 1930s. Think of these guys as like the Avengers of sci-fi. Okay, I realise I'm seriously mixing genres here. Pohl's most famous masterpiece was Gateway. This book takes us on a wild ride through a mysterious space station filled with abandoned spaceships left by an ancient alien race. It has everything: exploration, greed, and a deep dive into the human psyche. Trust me, if you're into cosmic mysteries, this one is a must-read. Another gem from Pohl's treasure chest of works is Man Plus. Imagine the psychological and physical transformation of a man being modified to survive on Mars. Yeah, it's as intense as it sounds. This novel even snagged the Nebula Award and is a brilliant book to look at human identity and adaptation. Pohl didn't just work solo though, he teamed up with fellow Futurian C.M. Kornbluth to bring us The Space Merchants. This book is a biting satire on consumerism and advertising in a future run by corporate giants. Think Mad Men but with more spaceships and less whiskey. So why should you be reading Frederik Pohl? His stories mix hardcore science with deep philosophical insights, giving us a timeless exploration of human nature. His works challenge us to think critically about society, technology, and our future. Plus, they're just plain entertaining. Whether you're new to sci-fi or looking to get more into classics, Frederik Pohl's novels are a must-read. They promise to entertain and make you ponder the big questions. Next up, we've got James Blish, a writer who blended scientific accuracy with deep theological musings. Born in 1921 in New Jersey, Blish was a biologist by training, which deeply influenced his approach to sci-fi. His career spanned several decades, during which he not only wrote novels but also essays that brought a unique intellectual rigour to his works. His Cities in Flight series is a remarkable saga that spans millennia, depicting entire cities that travel through space. Blish's vision of spacefaring urban centres challenges our perceptions of technology and society. But Cities in Flight is just the beginning. Blish also made a significant impact with his novel A Case of Conscience, which won the Hugo Award in 1959. This novel tells the story of a Jesuit priest who encounters an alien civilization and grapples with profound theological and ethical questions. It's a brilliant blend of sci-fi and philosophical inquiry. Blish's contributions to the genre also include his work on the Star Trek novelizations, where he adapted the scripts of the original series into prose, bringing the adventures of the Starship Enterprise to a wider audience and cementing his influence on both literature and pop culture. Readers today can find in Blish's work a blend of scientific plausibility and speculative wonder, a combination that pushes the boundaries of what we consider possible. His stories challenge readers to think deeply about the implications of scientific advancements and the moral questions they raise. Whether exploring the vastness of space or the depths of the human soul, James Blish's novels are essential for any sci-fi enthusiast seeking thought-provoking and richly detailed narratives. Next up, Doc Smith, often hailed as the father of space opera, brought epic storytelling and grandiose visions to sci-fi. His works are characterized by their vast scope and heroic adventures. Born in 1890 in Wisconsin in the US, Edward Elmer Smith, also known as Doc thanks to his PhD in food chemistry, took his scientific know-how and wild imagination and turned them into a legendary sci-fi career. One of his most popular works is the Lensman series. If you're into interstellar battles, cutting-edge tech and epic showdowns between good and evil, which, let's be honest, who isn't, then this is certainly your jam. It's a cornerstone of the space opera genre, inspiring everything from Star Wars to Babylon 5. The series follows the heroic Galactic Patrol as they take on the nefarious Boscone, featuring themes of heroism, sacrifice and mind-blowing tech. But before the Doc wrote the Lensman series, he created the Skylark series, which is often hailed as the first great space opera. These books follow scientist Richard Seaton in his battles against the villainous Duquesne. Think faster-than-light travel and galaxy-spanning conflicts. It's pure, unfiltered space adventure. Doc Smith's stories are packed with larger-than-life characters and thrilling escapades that ignite the imagination. His knack for creating vast, detailed universes and his flair for the dramatic make his work timeless classics. If you're craving the grandeur and excitement of classic sci-fi adventures, Doc Smith's work is a must-read. Next we have Murray Leinster, the pen name for William Fitzgerald Jenkins, often called the Dean of Science Fiction. Born in 1896 in Virginia in the US, Leinster had a career that spanned over 5 decades. As a writer, he was seriously versatile, cranking out stories in both sci-fi and other genres. One of his most famous works is First Contact, about 2 alien races meeting for the first time, trying to figure out how they play nice while keeping their secrets. This groundbreaking story actually coined the term First Contact and set the standard for all those alien meet and greet tales that came after. Leinster also gave us the Med series. It's about Calhoun, a space-faring doctor who travels to distant planets solving medical crises. Think House, set on the Starship Enterprise but with more alien diseases and ethical dilemmas. It's got mystery, adventure and a whole lot of sci-fi goodness. Leinster's influence on the genre is huge. His innovative ideas and scenarios have inspired numerous writers. His stories aren't just great sci-fi, they laid the groundwork for many themes and ideas we see in modern science fiction today. So if you're into inventive plots and thought-provoking scenarios, Murray Leinster's works are a goldmine. Finally, we'll be diving into E.A. Van Vogt's labyrinthine plots and his exploration of the subconscious mind. Born in 1912 in Manitoba, Canada, Alfred Elton Van Vogt kicked off his writing career in the 1940s and quickly became known for his wild, complex and often surreal narratives. If you like your sci-fi with a side of, wait, what just happened? Then Van Vogt is your guy. Take The World of Null A, for example. This book dives into non-Aristotelian logic. Yeah, I had to look that up too. It basically means philosophy not related to the works of Aristotle. It spins an intricate, multi-layered storyline. Our hero Gilbert Gosain discovers he has an extra brain, as if one isn't enough, and can teleport. He's got to navigate through some seriously twisted conspiracies. It's a head-scratcher, but in the best way possible. Van Vogt's stories make you think beyond the usual A to B logic and tackle big themes like identity, logic, and what the heck reality even is. Then there's Slan, another heavy hitter. This one's about Jommy Cross, a young telepathic Slan who's on the run from society that pretty much wants to squash him. It's a gripping look at genetic engineering and persecution, making us question what it means to be an outsider. Plus it's influenced tons of stories about superhuman abilities. And we can't forget The Voyage of the Space Beagle. This book mixes space opera and adventure following an exploratory spaceship on its journey across the galaxy. It's got an episodic structure and has inspired everything from Star Trek to Alien. Van Vogt's work is a must-read for anyone who loves intricate, thought-provoking stories that push the boundaries of traditional sci-fi. These forgotten masters of the golden age of science fiction capture the essence of their time, but also offer timeless insights and adventures that resonate with modern readers. Diving into their work isn't just about honouring their legacy, it's about opening our minds to the endless possibility of the sci-fi genre. So pick up a book by Pohl, Blish, Smith, Leinster or Van Vogt, and embark on a journey through time, space and the depths of the human mind, and have a jolly old sci-fi time. Thanks for watching, until next time. Thanks so much for watching. If you're craving an extraordinary journey through realms unexplored, consider delving into universes directly out of my brain by checking out my sci-fi novels Black Milk and Delphine Descends. You can find more details in the description. Thanks for your support.